Have you ever had one of those weeks where your calendar is full, your inbox is overflowing, and you barely come up for air? But at the end of it, you can't point to a single thing that really moved your business forward? Maybe recently? That's the productivity trap. When motion feels like progress, but it isn't. You're busy, you're exhausted, and you've got nothing meaningful to show for it. And if you're honest, you've probably been there, putting in 60 hours, working harder than ever, and yet your big goals, the ones that really matter, remain untouched. Today, we're going to call this what it is, the productivity trap, and more importantly, how to get out of it.
Welcome to the Budding Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm Randy Bridges, business advisor, consultant, coach, and trusted partner to service-based business owners who are serious about performance, profit, and progress. This podcast exists to do one thing: help you solve the real problems that stall your growth, kill momentum, and burn out the very people who built your business. So let's get started, shall we?
All right. We are on episode 219, and today is November 1st, 2025, the start of Q4. This episode is for every business owner who feels like they're sprinting all the time, but stuck in the same place. Today, we're going to dig into why productivity doesn't equal progress, the hidden cost of living in busy mode, the 3 productivity traps I see most often in growing businesses, and a roadmap for shifting from busy to breakthrough. So let's start with why productivity is not progress. Productivity is about doing more, but business success isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. I've coached owners who were absolutely drowning in productivity hacks. They had color-coded calendars and lots of apps and task boards so complex they needed their own user manual. Sure, they were efficient, but all at the wrong things. If your effort isn't tied to impact, all the productivity in the world just speeds up the treadmill. Productivity feels good because it's measurable. You have checklists and tasks and hours, but progress shows up in outcomes. We're talking about growth, profitability, sustainability, and those can't be gamified with another app. Being busy doesn't just waste time. It drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and locks your business into survival mode. Here's what it costs you, and I've seen it over and over again. Strategic blindness. This is when your head's down in tasks and you miss the bigger picture. Decision fatigue. You're so worn out from the little tasks that the big calls get rushed or avoided. And eroded trust. This is where your team sees you buried in busy work and they think to themselves, if the boss is stuck down here and can't step up, maybe I shouldn't step up either. The problem with being busy is it doesn't stay with you. It bleeds into your whole team. Now, if this feels a little too close to home, I've opened a handful of one-to-one sessions this month. It's a chance for us to sit down together, find the bottleneck that's draining your time, and map out a path forward. These are limited spots, but the link's in the show notes if you want to grab one. Now let's move on to the productivity traps. These are the 3 biggest ones I see most often. Number 1 is the yes trap. You say yes to everything, every request, every meeting, every quick favor. But each yes is a no to what actually matters. Number 2 is the efficiency trap, where you spend more time optimizing the small stuff, getting faster emails, prettier spreadsheets, good stuff like that, right? But instead of focusing on high-value decisions. And the availability trap. You train your team and clients to expect instant response. Your day becomes a constant game of whack-a-mole instead of forward motion. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Let me talk about the case study of Melissa. She's one of my clients, runs a professional services firm working with busy executives. She prided herself on being available to everyone all the time. Her calendar was packed, and her team loved her accessibility. Her clients thought she was responsive. But the reality showed up in unusual ways. Projects that involved her kept missing deadlines. Revenue of the business as a whole flatlined. And quite honestly, she was burning out fast. So I sat down with Melissa and we made 3 changes to her schedule. Number 1, she blocked 2 mornings a week for strategy work. No meetings, no interruptions, only head down focus. Number 2, we trained her team to escalate only truly urgent issues. And that meant somebody at multiple levels had to have already tried to resolve it on their own, and it didn't work. And it could only be resolved by working with her. And number 3, we implemented a simple progress tracker so she could measure her impact and not just effort. 6 months later, I went to go visit her, and the difference was amazing. Deadlines were hit consistently. Her revenue climbed, and Melissa was spending more time leading than reacting. What she found out was that it wasn't about working harder, it was about working better. So how do you escape the productivity trap? Well, here's your roadmap, 4 very simple steps. Number 1, define your priorities. Pick the 3 things that actually move the needle in your business each day. If it's not on that list, it's background noise. Number 2, protect your strategic time. Guard that calendar like it's sacred. Block off time for the big moves and let your team know that that time is non-negotiable. Number 3, delegate with outcomes, not tasks. We've talked about this many times recently. Don't just hand off the work. Hand off the results. Clarify what done looks like so you're not dragged back in. And number 4, measure your impact, not your hours. If you shift your focus from how many tasks you crushed to what actually changed in your business because of your effort, that's measuring the impact. So let's put this into practice and do our quick self-check. Ask yourself this week, am I moving projects forward or just moving tasks around? Do I measure my week in hours worked or results created? And if I stepped away for a week, would progress stall or would it keep building? If those questions sting a little, you're not failing. You're getting the feedback you need to drive your business forward. In our closing reflection, you didn't build your business to be busy. You built it to create impact. So if you've been stuck in the productivity trap, this is your reminder. Progress doesn't come from filling your hours. It comes from aligning your effort with what matters most. And the minute you start focusing on impact instead of activity, that's the minute your business starts compounding, allowing you to build it smart, run it clean, and stay aligned. That's it for this episode. I hope you picked up some valuable insights and maybe even sparked a few new ideas. If you want to keep the conversation going or maybe even explore partnerships, don't hesitate to reach out. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. The steps you take today could be the start of something big tomorrow. For the budding entrepreneur, I wish you the best in your health, your wealth, your business, your family, everything about you. Take care, and we'll see you back here next week.